Hey everyone, welcome back to Saturday Morning Toy Tunes. A special, well not so special Christmas edition, meaning that it's just almost Christmas, but there's really nothing Christmas themed about it, other than the fact that I'm wearing a flannel. Is that even Christmassy? I don't know. Anyway, yes, Saturday Morning Toy Tunes. It is the weekly live stream here on my channel in which we gather around the modern day campfires of our iPhone screens and computer monitors and celebrate all the things that happen in the week in geek. I am Terry Smith, the host of the show. And I've already had my tea today. That's right, tea, not coffee. I'm no longer drinking coffee for the time being. I've been having some issues in my esophagus, and apparently I've been trying to figure out what it is because I do a lot of things that mistreat my esophagus, and I've been trying to figure out why it's been such a problem here lately. And through process of elimination, I figured out that it's the kind of coffee that I was drinking. This Trader Joe's Peaberry stuff, the limited brand, limited run, limited lot, batch, whatever. Kind of glad that it's limited. I won't be tempted to buy that again. Not that I would, but still. Doesn't seem to be as much of a thing anymore. Although, I may still stay away from some of the other things that I took out of my life, like, I don't know, whiskey. That's hardcore. Anyway, guys, Merry Christmas! I'll say it now. I'll probably say it again at the end of the show. Today's going to be a fun show. I'm going to be unboxing and opening the DX19 Batman from the Dark Knight Trilogy. I've not yet opened this. I've had it for a while. And it's going to be fun. Batman themed. Riding hot on the heels of that first look video I did of the Batman, the Robert Pattinson, if you will, 6-scale figure by Hot Toys, which was glorious. And I just checked. I don't typically check the views of the first look videos, but it caught my eye when I do like to check the comments. But while I was checking the comments, it caught my eye that there was like 12,000 views or something like that already. I can't remember. It was a lot though. A lot more than I expected, especially after only not even being out a week. Remarkable. So, thanks for everybody. Especially all the people that I paid to just put it on loop. No, I don't do that. Terry, don't cheat. Anyway, how's everybody doing out there? Trying to think. I actually said in the description, in the title for the video, that I was going to be doing a best of 2023 episode this week. Then I realized that I've got one more week till New Year's Eve. So I won't be doing that this week. Rather, I'm going to take the week and actually try to kind of draw that list out a little bit and add some more things to it that I hadn't included for today's show. And also come up with maybe some graphics or maybe some clips or something like that I can include in it. So I think it'll be I think waiting a week will probably make that whole segment a lot more fun for everybody. Anyway, without further ado, let's move on to the chat, see who's here. Looks like it's a pretty good turnout for being so early. I guess I was a few minutes late. Yeah. Keith Lee, congratulations. Finally you're first. Finally. First in something. First among equals. Let's call it that and let's leave it at that and call it a day. I almost mixed a metaphor. Again. Me and mixing metaphors, I swear to God. Steve131 is here from across the big pond. How are you, man? Steve Nahra is here from the East Coast. What's going on, Steve? Congratulations on your half day. No one deserves it more. That's probably not true, but whatever makes you feel good. Yeah, I encourage it. Oh, sorry, Steve. Wow. Are there medals? There should be medals. By the way, if you're not a member of the Posing Posse on Facebook, then you should be. Go to Facebook, just look up Poser Posse and request to join and answer the 3 questions, and you'll get to actually converse with all these wonderful people that show up for this show in between the shows. Everybody's posting photos of the poses that they hit with their 6-scale figures, so there's a lot of educational value to it as well as aesthetic value. So I encourage you all to check that out. Additionally, if you're not a member of this channel, consider that too. Just this week, I added 3 more emojis that are exclusive to channel members. An emoji of Dobby, an emoji of Piper, and an emoji of me looking all horrified and cowering behind a cup of tea. Actually, I think it was a mug of coffee, now that I think about it. Oh, the coffee days. Those were the days. Last week. Yeah. I actually did have coffee yesterday, but it wasn't... It was at the vet. Dobby had to have teeth pulled. Poor guy. He's been whimpering for hours and days, like a day now. Just nonstop, just laying there like, I feel terrible. What'd you do to me? He's a big baby. Dobby may be getting a brother. Yes, somebody popped up on a, I'm gonna see if I can bring it up here. Somebody popped it up on my radar thanks to an old girlfriend of mine. She sent me a link to this because, well, for reasons that will become apparent very, very soon, I would imagine. But let me just work my pseudo magic here. And again, forgive me for being so slow with StreamYard, but I am still getting used to it. Nothing can be easy. Is that what our boy says? There we go. I'm gonna share that with you all. That is Eddie. Now tell me Eddie's not cute. Am I right? Look at that. He's between 1 and 3 years old. He weighs about 9 pounds. So Dobby's gonna have him, he's gonna different weight class from Dobby, I would say. And his story is he lived in a house in North County, St. Louis, and his family moved and left him there, outside. Yeah, can you believe it? Another family moved in, and he was staying on the porch. He would not leave the porch, and he wouldn't let them come near him. He would eat food that they would put out for him, but that's it. And finally, one of the people from the rescue organization showed up and was able to gain his trust, and he came home with them. And I put out an application. I actually filled out 2 because I wasn't entirely sure the first one went through. So hopefully, fingers crossed, sometime this week or next week or whatever, I wind up getting an email or a text or a phone call from somebody saying, hey, we want you to come meet Eddie. And we'll see how that works out. I'm really stoked. He looks really adorable. By all accounts, he's very super sweet. He loves to cuddle. He loves people. He loves dogs. They don't know about cats. They're not sure about cats, which is fine because I don't have cats and I won't because I'm allergic. Anyway, moving right along. That was one hell of a segue. Not a segue, just a tangent. See that tangent? Woo! Way over there. We're back now. I don't even know what WFH is. Every Saturday from here on out. Oh, work from home. I'm back in office 4 days a week starting. Yeah, congratulations. I don't know, man. Sometimes I miss being at the office. Yesterday, I really missed being at the office. Like all day long, I was missing being at the office. And lo and behold, like somebody was spying on my brain, I got a FaceTime from Sam and Michael, producer Sam and super producer Sam and producer Michael. And yeah, it was really good. It was really heartwarming. And they showed me their desks and they showed me their workspace and I showed them mine. They showed me theirs and I showed them mine. That's inappropriate. Somebody call HR. Gina B Collecting is here. Hey Gina, good to see you. 14 Wellington is also here. And Commander Green from... Dude, did you guys get hit pretty hard by that storm in Charlotte, or did it soften enough before it got to you guys? I don't even know. I wasn't following that closely. Did anyone see the Sentinel Fighting Armor Magneto figure? No, I did not. And I'm gonna see what it looks like right now. Wow! Is the company HLJ? Oh, Sentinel is the company. Well, that's fascinating. Wow. Yeah, that looks pretty cool. It looks like they can do some pretty sweet stuff. Just so no one's left out in the cold. I think there's an easier way for me to do this. There we go. Yeah, look at that. It's got some cool accessories, some cool effects accessories. Ah. My eyes itch. I'm gonna claw them out. If your eye offend thee, cut it out, gouge it out. I don't know. I'm forgetting my Bible verses. It's probably a good thing. Wow. Yeah, that's pretty rad. That is pretty rad. Oh, Pierre P is here from Florida. How are things down there, man? Hopefully sunny and warm. It's actually quite pleasant here. It's going to be in the 60s. But global warming is a myth. Sorry, climate change. Yeah, clearly. Bad Wolf Media. Hey, Mike, what's up, dude? I don't even have to ask how things are up in Quincy. Probably cloudy and about the same as here. A little bit cooler. That's what happens when you go north. Not sure if anybody told you. Louis Libitz. I've never known. Have you ever tried to tell me how to pronounce your name? I don't. If you have, I've forgotten, and I apologize. Bitter Troll's here. What's up, dude? Cinnamon Toast Crunch. Cinnamon and sugar shakers. Bakers. Cinnamon Toast Crunch makers. Jingles, man. Jingles just stay in your head. That's what behold the power of jingles. Will Sir Terry be dressed as the big red guy? I don't do that. Red is not my color. It's true. You will never see me wearing anything red. Or orange, for that matter. This might be... Within arm's reach right now are figures of Thanos and Death, Hawkeye, Pre-Vizsla, and Cobra Viper in a trouble bubble. Yeah. Yeah. Sorry to tell you. One of us. One of us. The things that I have close at hand. Look at this. Have I showed this off before? I'm sure I have. Know what that is? It is an actual M38A2 tank scope from World War II era. This is what they used for the blasters in Star Wars, primarily for the E11 blaster rifle, the Stormtrooper blaster rifle, but then they also ported them over to the DL44 in Empire. So that became a thing. I bought this because I was planning on buying oh god, what's the submachine gun that they used for the E11? Starts with an S. Anyway, I was gonna buy one of those, one of the BB gun variety, and modify it. And then the company wound up doing one of their own, so I just bought that, and now I'm stuck with this tank scope that I can't do anything with except possibly sell on eBay. Oh, Figure Posing channel can't be with us today. That's too bad. I'm sure that you're probably, well, I don't want to be too confident, but I know in the past you've actually listened while you're driving around running errands, so perhaps you are now. Yeah. I was wondering if anybody was going to ask that. The Trouble Bubble is a little vehicle that I think it was a Cobra thing, or was it G.I. Joe? Was it a Joe thing? But it was like a little bubble that's like vehicle that they could use to, I don't know, escape. That's Cobra. Cobra Flight Pod. If I can't ever have a speeder bike, I think a flight pod would be a fun second choice. Dude, that would be actually kind of cool. For one thing, it'd be easier to park. I think. Because it would leave less of a footprint. Those speeder bikes, they're pretty long. It takes up a lot of room in the garage. And you have to think about these things. Logistics are key when you're imagining your imaginary fleet of whatever you're going to be putting in there. Fleet of geek shit. Oh, Patrice is here. What's up, Patrice? Good to see you. And Laura Quiles as well. Hello, Laura. Laura really wants me and Paul to do that thing that they do on Saturday Night Live, when they actually write each other's jokes that they've never seen before and force them to read them live on live TV. That was so great. I don't know if you guys saw that on last week's Saturday Night Live, but it was brilliant. It was so freaking hilarious and wonderfully inappropriate. I celebrate them. Really? Yeah, I had some small issues that took me out of the Dark Knight series, and a lot of them were to do with the Batman voice. But they're minor things. While we're on that subject, I'm going to bring something up. I've been very vocal on this channel about about the way that the Jodie Foster, Chris Chibnall episodes of Doctor Who impacted me, or the way that they failed to impact me, the way that previous seasons had done, and how I'd been unable to finish her run on Doctor Who. And a couple weeks ago, I began a binge of Doctor Who, starting with the last part of the Tennant years, worked my way through the Smith years, worked my way through the Capaldi years, and then, gritting my teeth, I sat down on the couch with a glass of wine and began to watch season 1 of Jodie Whittaker's Doctor. Let me tell you that I have rarely stronger need to apologize about vocalizing an opinion, especially a negative opinion about something, because that show, that run, that season, I can't speak for the entire 3 seasons that she was on the show, but that season 1 is magnificent. It's magnificent. It's deeper than previous showrunners have taken the show. It's more introspective, not necessarily insofar as the character of the Doctor is concerned, which I know we did that a lot in previous seasons, but insofar as humanity is concerned and the state of the world, there's a much more metaphorical aspect to every single episode. And it's really worth diving into. There's some great philosophical discussions to be had about that. A lot of it is relevant to modern day. I really, really dug the episode where they go back in time to meet Yaz's grandmother, and they get caught up in the disaster of I can't remember what they called the division of, there's a word that they use for the division of India into India and Pakistan, and they do it in such a way that it's so relevant today. I really think that in a long enough timeline, the Chris Chibnall episodes, just based on what I'm seeing in season 1, his first season, the Jodie Whittaker's first season as the Doctor, I really feel like they are going to be considered among the best seasons of Doctor Who, period. Once all the knee-jerk responses have quieted down and more thorough, thoughtful people have decided to take a look at it and evaluate it and analyze it, that's really the way that it's going to go. As much fun as I had with all of the previous Doctors, this one had a different tone to it, and I think that was by design, and I think it was very successful in every way except for the responses of fans. And I don't know about you guys, but I've learned not to take to heart the knee-jerk responses of fans when it comes to things like this. Even my own. Sometimes I have to go back and re-experience something when I'm in a different mindset, or when I don't have any preconceived notions of what it's supposed to be. Anyway, I'll jump off my soapbox now and get back to greeting people and laughing at your jokes like this one. Yeah, that's good. I'm not even sure what that's a reference to, or if you just made that up, but I like it all either way. Yeah, and I get no coffee. I still don't know anything about Tim Hortons. I am aware of it, but I don't know anything about it. That's funny. That's funny. I wish that carried over in StreamYard, but yeah. Has anybody done a Piper or a Dobby thing yet? No? Mr. Mom Collectibles is here. There's another solid YouTube channel that really needs to be, really needs more likes and subscriptions. Send him your way. He deserves more than what he's got. Definitely. And I think you're on a pretty steady rise, right? Definitely more than I am. Somebody just passed me up. Who was it? I can't remember off the top of my head, but it'll come to me. TK421 Collectibles is here. Another great series. Seriously, how's your Spider-Man collection going, man? I saw your thumbnail for your video about Reva. I haven't watched the video yet, but you make this bold claim that you consider it to potentially be Figure of the Year. So I'll be interested to see if you were just posing the question, or if you were subtly suggesting that you actually do consider this potential for Figure of the Year. It's not mine, but I could see why someone could feel that way about it, because it has a lot of admirable qualities. That's a good question. That's a good question. Will there? And there's the answer. Ren Solentino is here. Dude! Trying to remember the name of the character. Great Homelander art. Bloody disgusting, man. Yeah, you really brought it. Really, really appalling. Only single buyers need apply. I mean, I can't even imagine. I was just telling somebody the story about the Salacious B. Crumb that I used to have here at the house. And how I was the 4th owner of that. Now Guy Klender owns it. Because it was a gift to somebody at Sideshow who took it home and his wife was like, And he gave it to somebody else whose wife said the same thing. Who gave it to somebody else whose wife said the same thing. Who gave it to me and my wife said the same thing. And then I passed it on to Mr. Klender, whose wife is apparently more amenable to such things. Make sure I'm not skipping anybody here. I don't want to skip anybody. Whew. Whiskey can be good for you, but it's very bad for me. I have this thing. I have a sweet tooth like no other. For instance, I skipped out to the grocery store the other day. And I was there very specifically to get a chicken. But on the way out, I grabbed a package of these really awesome cookies with chocolate on it, like a butter biscuit kind of a cookie with chocolate over the top. And brought them home thinking, yeah, I'll just have a couple of those after dinner tonight. And I ate the whole damn package that night. I was binging Doctor Who, and when I find something that I love the taste of, I won't stop consuming it. I won't stop consuming it. And one thing that I've learned is that whiskey, I love the taste of whiskey. So after a glass of whiskey, I'll be like, yeah, that didn't hit me very hard. I'll just have another. And after that second one, I'll be like, yeah, still not really feeling it. I'll have a third. And before I know it, I'm just gone. It just hits me like a freaking freight train. So no, I apparently don't have the ability to say no to whiskey, so I just can't have it in the house. It's just way too easy to drink too much of it. Now when I'm out, like with friends, sure, I'll get a whiskey every so often because they're so damned expensive that I won't even be tempted to buy a second one. Usually. Depends on its form. Manhattans? Yeah. That's the thing, isn't it? Ah, you too, eh? At 2, Rob? Oh, mushroom coffee, huh? That sounds disgusting. I know that it's quite popular, but I just don't know. I mean, if it was presented to me, I would definitely try it. I will try anything. I've eaten lamb brains and I've eaten tarantula legs, so I can definitely do mushroom coffee. I've eaten lamb eyeballs. Pop them in your mouth. The vitreous humor just oozes. Trying to imitate the sound that it made in my head, and I just can't. Marlon Braswell is here. Hey, dude. And Kumar's here. Haven't seen you in a while, man. There we go. What's up, dude? I don't go to Instagram very much, so I very rarely see what you're posting there. And apologies for that. Nice. AJ Agrusa is here with his epic beard. Hope all is well. I'm kind of just passing through today, but wanted to say hi. Thank you. Yeah, thanks for popping in. I'll take it. Wait, who's having a new baby? Oh, I am. Right, okay. Never mind. Why does Eddie look like you, Terry, and he's not even your pet? I was just saying that he looked like... we can bring him back up. But I was just saying that Eddie looks like... looks more like Piper. A young Piper. This is what Piper looked like before she got all gray. Like, oh my god, if I could show you the photo of her as a puppy, the first photo we ever took of her after we brought her home. She looks so much like this. This is what Piper would have looked like if she hadn't changed from when she was a puppy. Oh god, I hope I get him. I know it's a long shot. I'm sure that there are going to be plenty of people requesting this one. And, yeah, god, yeah. But we'll see. I keep thinking that what I need to do is just go out to, I just need to go out to California, where there is an adoption organization in Ventura County that's brilliant. They're so good at what they do. And they always have so many small dogs. Just like a room full of them the last time that I was at their facility. It's amazing how many people are just giving up small dogs. And I can't have a big dog in here. I have too many collectibles at too low of a level. A big tail would knock over the entirety of the X-Men collection, for instance. So I have to keep it small. And plus, I don't need any big dogs dominating little Dobby. He's getting old and he's timid anyway. So Tommy K's here. Hey, hey. What's up, dude? What's up with your neighbor? He's never on anymore. Is he? Have I been missing? Is YouTube not notifying me when he's been on? Because by the time Sunday night happens, I'm usually like distracted by the thing. So if I don't get the YouTube notification, I won't be looking for it. No. I don't recall there being a lot of Christmas treats at Sideshow during the holidays, but maybe there are. I don't know. And besides, treats are something I can get here. That's not a thing for me to miss. Excuse me, this is way off. There we go. Yeah. Single songwriter. It's been a day or so. It's been a bit. And thank you for the holiday wishes, and right back at you, my friend. Oh, did you? That's cool. Obviously, I haven't been to the group today except to post this video, link to this video. Things are looking up here. Got money from car insurance. Got a big raise. Man, it took less time for you to get your money for car insurance than it did me. I'm sure there were reasons for that, but I'm so ready for that to be done. I'm being sued. The other driver is suing me. Yeah. And that's all I'll say about that, because I mean, I can't imagine there's any cause for concern. The evidence in my favor is pretty damning towards her. So, and the fact of the matter is, if you can try all you want to try to say that the accident was my fault, but the fact of the matter is that no injuries would have been incurred if the other driver had been doing the speed limit, even if we had collided, which we wouldn't have. Period. I'm not even gonna share that comment, bitter troll. Oh, that's awesome. Are you adopting? It's a long-term commitment, my friend. There's a lot of people who get, and I don't think that, you don't strike me as this type, but I know there are a lot of people out there who are just like, let's get the kids a puppy. And the puppy comes home and becomes a dog, and all of a sudden they're like, oh, this is way too much responsibility. We didn't think this was going to happen. And then they wind up returning the dog, and it's, yeah, rude. Who watched the first episode of What If Season 2? I did not. Yeah, I'm right there with you. I do like the Nebula character as written by James Gunn and as portrayed by Karen Gillan. Oh, there's a movie with Karen Gillan in it that I need to watch. Yeah. I can't remember what it is. But yeah, it's on my list. I'm just gonna go ahead and look it up right now. Oh, mighty IMDb. Karen Gillan. Oh, my love for you will never die. Is it Selfie? No, it's not Selfie. It would be very early in her career. Oh, there's so many. She has had a very prolific career. This is remarkable. Huh. I know it predates. It would have been around Doctor Who. Doctor Who. Outcast? It's a horror movie. It might be The Well. No, that's a TV series. Newtown Killer? No, that's not her. Stacked? I'm guessing it's Outcast. Okay, the plot for Outcast starring Karen Gillan. I guess she's actually not even one of the main people. But the plot is a beast stalks an estate where two lovers are breaking up and two magic users are on the hunt. Oh my god, that sounds awesome. I'm never going to watch that. Oh, Kate Dickey's in it. I love her. So maybe I will. Yeah, she's remarkable. She's quite a talent. I love anything that she shows up in. She elevates whatever she shows up in. Let me put it that way. Oh yeah, that's fun. I still haven't decided what I'm gonna do. I mean, Dobby's still on the mend, so we probably won't go to the park. I have to finish hanging a shelf in the studio. I've got too many figures up on the two shelves that I have there. I've had this shelf sitting in there for an age. I finally cleared everything off of the other shelves to avoid drywall dust falling on them, or the shelf falling on them, for instance. So yeah, I'm going to work in there today. I have like a list, a to-do list that I need to knock out. Hey, what's up, Michael? For those who don't know, Michael actually does some pretty strong stuff, combining his talents for figure posing and photography with photoshopping, compositing, and the stuff winds up looking really cool. It's a lot of fun. You can tell he has a lot of fun with the hobby, and I always celebrate anybody who does that and does it effectively. They're such jingles, dude. That was the success of the Halo theme. That's why the Halo music resonated with so many people. Was the guy they got to do the score for the first 5, I think, Halo games. Marty O'Donnell he's a jingle writer by trade, so he took that approach when he was composing the Halo theme, and it does stick in your head. I can't look at that premium format right next to me without hearing that song. Yes, it would, and I've actually, since here's something that I struggle with StreamYard, many things, but also with StreamYard, I haven't been able to figure out how to change that lag. There's a way that you can do it in when you're doing things directly through YouTube, but I can't bring that option up when I'm using StreamYard. There has to be a way to do it. I should talk to Paul, if he's still alive. I don't think that's been confirmed yet. Farès is here. Hello, sir. Welcome. Oh, did I say Jodie Foster? I meant Jodie Whittaker. Sorry. Love Jodie Whittaker. She's so great. I'm really excited that I'm liking these Chibnall episodes the second time around, because I love the work that Chibnall did before Doctor Who. I loved Jodie Whittaker in everything. Yeah. Christina Payne is here, bringing the pain. Thank you, Single Songwriter, for reminding everybody to hit the like button while you're watching this. I am a massive advocate for week-to-week serialized viewing of shows because it's what I grew up with, but Doctor Who is one of those things that truly works better in a binge. Yeah, I concur. And I've legitimately been spoiled by the advent of Netflix and binging, because what little ability I had to retain stuff that part of my brain seems to have grown, I don't want to say flaccid, but it's definitely atrophied a bit. Because now I just don't seem to be able to, oh, this is the partition? Yeah, that could be. Anyway. Demons of Punjab, yeah. Yes, yeah, very much so. And I think that, regarding Rosa, and I also noticed some wild similarities to aspects of the Ms. Marvel show. So I don't know how far you want to take it. But yeah, I just felt like I know I just called them out on my YouTube, on my Facebook page for very clearly using the plot line for another Doctor Who episode, the Zygon invasion, for Secret Invasion. It's almost damning how many similarities there are between those two shows. So it is my thought that there's at least one person on the Marvel writing team who is a big Doctor Who fan. And it may not even be intentional. Those kind of things just kind of leak out when you're being creative. You can't help but many things are derivative, and sometimes you just can't help. Yeah, you know what? I struggled with those companions in the first viewing, and again, I've grown to love them. They're so good. The actors, especially the guy that plays Graham, are very, very good. And I think this is something that helped me with my second go around. I left the subtitles on, not by design, but because for some reason on my Apple TV, the subtitles on the Max app automatically default to being on every time I turn on the machine, every time I turn on the device. It's like if I walk away to do a task and come back 5 minutes later and the Apple TV has gone to sleep, and I boot it back up right in the middle of the show again, the subtitles will come right back up. At first it was very frustrating, but again, I think it helped me a lot because those accents tend to get a little bit thick. Sorry to all my English viewers who are watching this right now. Historically, I've been really good at hearing everything through accents. I don't know if that's fading or, excuse me, aspiration all across the nation. I don't know if that's fading or maybe I'm developing a hearing problem maybe because I do listen to my music in my car very, very loud. Let's hear it for a Bang & Olufsen sound system. But I think, I keep looking at the TV like it's gonna jog my memory or something, but I think also there's a possibility that I need a better quality sound system for my TV. Maybe like the audio is too muddy on the dialogue. I don't know. But I'm gonna be looking for solutions to that. The 6 scale gallery is here. What's up, dude? Really looking forward to this one. The DX19 is a banger of a figure. Hyped to see what you can do with it. Oh, hyped. Okay, I get it. Oh, thanks, man. Thanks. Somebody at Sideshow even said recently that a lot of people have noticed that, and they didn't think they would, but a lot of people have noticed that I've been doing a lot of those lately, and I have, and I'm grateful. It's a lot of fun. I've only got one more figure left here to do before they send me more, and I've got other things that I have to do, job related, that I won't talk about because it's not fun. I mean, it's fun for me, but it's not really fun to describe. Who's Todd? Oh, okay. I didn't want to suggest that you were being clickbaity, but if you want to come out and say it, I'll back you up. Yeah, it felt a little clickbaity, and that's fine. If you look at my thumbnail for today, definitely clickbaity, definitely clickbaity. But I'm finding that it works. I may go back to non-clickbaity titles. I don't know. It's I do have, there's a part of me that just frowns on it, but I need to stop being such a freaking troglodyte and roll with the times a little bit, I guess. You can be clickbaity without being dishonest. And I think that's that's the secret middle ground that I seek. You have a Salacious Crumb that has sounds from the movie, and I got to take him to meet Mark Dodson, who did the voice in the movie. That's fun. Somebody, I can't remember who it was, has suggested that Dobby, oh, it was an old friend of mine from college, suggested that Dobby looks like Salacious Crumb because of the way his ears go. I'd call him over, but he won't come. He's just sulking over there right now. Poor baby. I see you. You're gonna have a good day today. Oh yeah? Well, I might as well collect the set. I do love a good curry. And if there's a place that has fish and chips that I've never been to before, a restaurant that has fish and chips that I've never been to before, I always first ask the server, how was the fish and chips? And depending on how they respond, I will go straight for that because I'm always looking for the perfect fish and chips. No. That's funny. Well, one more reason to go back and rewatch American Werewolf in London, but I'll wait till next Halloween. Let's keep it thematic. Seriously. I have done that. I have totally done that. Back in the Matt Smith days, appropriately enough. when the season premiere, it was either a season premiere or it was a special of some sort, either the Christmas special or something similar. And, I don't know, 40th anniversary special. But, yeah, I sat down and watched it with fish fingers and custard, and it wasn't all bad. It was like Joey talking about Rachel's trifold. You know, fish fingers, good. Custard, good. You know, they don't blend together. The flavors don't blend together. You can get the distinct fish finger taste, and then you also get the distinct custard taste. It's weird. Oh, that's a great idea. It's on my phone. So it'll be a simple matter of just having it at the ready, so I don't have to dig for it. Oh, we got news about Polly, everyone. Polly has been bogged down a bit the last few weeks. Finished the Geeky Basement 2.0, moving stuff down there. Then last week was in LA for ATLA promo work. Okay. I will accept these excuses. This time. Are jelly babies the same as jammy dodgers? I don't have a long scarf. I do have a scarf that Brandy Woods made for me. It's actually my only scarf now that I think about it. Desmond Hassing is in the house. What's up, dude? Oh, yes. Yeah, he's. I'm assuming you're talking about Howard the Duck. Yes, he's always been the voice of Howard the Duck. Perhaps not the first appearance of Howard the Duck, because I don't think Howard spoke. But ever since Howard had speaking lines, it's been Seth Green. Figure Isaac Parker's here. Come on, Terry. Just get rid of those pajamas on your collection room already and give us a room tour. You figured me out. I'm going to say it right now. You straight up have figured me out. That's legitimately what's holding me up. I need to tidy up my bedroom and get to work on it. But I did spend some time yesterday in that room conceptualizing the process and the look of the video and how I'm going to do it in a way that's actually going to be a bit different. It's not going to be something so simple as me just walking through with an iPhone, and which is very, very tempting, because iPhone footage is great these days, and the stuff that the videos that iPhones can generate are really, really amazing. But I want to create a challenge for myself. I want to do something I haven't done before, and if I'm going to do a room tour, then I want it to be kind of special. I want it to be big, and I want it to be I want there to be a lot of edits. I want there to be a lot of slow-mo pans and slow-mo. I can't remember the name of the camera movement for up and down. Oh well. Anyway, but yeah, I have ideas, and I was actively working on them yesterday. And who knows, over the Christmas break, I have a few days off from work over Christmas and New Year, and I may take advantage of those to actually start generating some footage and seeing how it's going to play out. It's not going to be something I'm going to get done in a day, but it is going to take some time, and because I'm not going to go with the natural lighting that's in the room. I'm going to bring the lights in. So I'll have to do like a day where I'm shooting one wall and a day where I'm shooting the other wall, and I'm gonna have to be changing the position of all the lights and everything just to really optimize it. I want it to look as good as it can, because I doubt I do a second one. I doubt I do it again in this house. Maybe because my display here isn't optimal. It's not my dream display. There are other people out there who have displays that are so much better than mine. Most people, in fact. And God, I was watching a video by Will Boxification had a video that was just like something about his top 10 Hot Toys regrets. And typically I don't gravitate towards anything that has even the remotest hint of negativity about it. But because it's Will, I did, and it wasn't bad. There was nothing really all that negative about it. I think we've all have some figures that we've bought and been like, why did I do that? I have that feeling about Mysterio's Iron Man illusion. Not that it's not great, not that it doesn't go display really well with my Mysterio and with my Spider-Man Homecoming original suit, whatever, homemade suit. But I could have used that money to buy one of my Star Wars figures that is in my wheelhouse. It's just, I made a mistake there. And it's a gorgeous mistake, but I didn't need it. Somebody else could have used that figure. I don't know that it's in I don't know. Getting back to that before I move on to this, I don't know that it's it's not going to sell out anytime soon. But Gunpowder Milkshake, I never got through it. Yeah. Don't know why. Oh, God. Yeah. Yeah. I loved Jumanji. You know, I've not seen the sequel to that yet. I need to put that on the short list. My favorite Karen Gillan is from the short-lived Selfie series on ABC. Really? Okay. Apparently I'm missing a lot of Karen. If anything, if this IMDb list that I just pulled up on my screen is any indicator, I've missed a lot of Karen Gillan stuff. Yeah, again, I don't know. Maybe if I just do a search for Karen Gillan horror movie. First, I need to learn how to spell Karen. Oculus. That's it. It's a 2013 film directed by Mike Flanagan. That's why I wanted to watch it, because of Mike Flanagan. Yeah. Not sure if you all knew this about me, but I love me some Mike Flanagan. Yeah. He directed Dr. Sleep, and I'm currently reading Dr. Sleep. Seen the movie. So, yeah, plenty of spoilers there. I watched the first episode of What If Season 2. It was extremely well written with vibes of Blade Runner. Oh, I like it already. If Karen Gillan reprises her role as Nebula and does... yeah, that's interesting. There was something that I was paying attention to the voiceover work in the first season. And it almost felt sometimes like they were using sort of an audio version of deepfake on that. And I would be really interested to know to have somebody confirm, like legitimately confirm, yes, all of these actors came into a sound studio and recorded their lines, their actual lines. I'm very keen to know. It's just a theory, and not even a good one. But I'd be curious to know if that's the case. I have mixed feelings about it, because I know that James Earl Jones has licensed Lucasfilm to do deepfake versions of his voice now going forward. For instance, in Obi-Wan, that was definitely not his voice. He's lost a lot of the richness and the depth of and the power behind his voice with age, as happens to us all as we get older. So it's no shock, and there's no shame in it. But it was really showing up in, say, Rogue One. You could really hear the age in the voice, and it didn't match the timbre of it, and it didn't match with the quality of A New Hope Vader, when he was in his prime. So for him to do that is, first of all, very selfless. He recognizes the importance of the character and the importance of being able to continue that character into the future, and the difficulty of finding another actor to perfectly. And I know there are people who have come close. There's the guy that was doing it for the video games, for instance. But there's no one who can perfectly recreate James Earl Jones as Darth Vader. It just can't be done. They've gotten close again, but yeah. So I'm really applauding him for that. At the same time, I fear that it opens up a window of opportunity for companies to do it en masse. And I believe that was part of the negotiations in the SAG after strikes after SAG after. I don't know. I'm not an actor. And the times that I've acted have been really, really bad. So bad, in fact, that I tried to friend the choir director from high school on Facebook years ago, and she's never accepted my friend invite. And I can only assume it's because of my poor performance as Bert Healy in Annie. I was so bad. Wouldn't. Absolutely wouldn't. Yeah, I do. I only have one person to buy for at this point. Two, actually, my aunt and uncle. And yeah, they don't need stuff. So I don't know. I'm probably just gonna go to Max Local Eats and buy them some local items. Max also has a little market there that they sell local stuff. They sell local fare. And so I'll probably just do something like that for them. Hope you're not watching it, Shelly. Yeah. Ah, well, text me and let me know what the show is. Ah, yeah. Okay, nailed it. Yeah, that's it. But the similarities it's in the partition. Yes, is exactly the phrase that I was looking for when I was talking about it earlier. It's I think that there are similarities beyond the partition. The whole going back in time to meet with a younger version of one's granny kind of a thing. You know, that's another. That happened in both those shows. There may have been more, but it's escaping my mind right now. Let it go. Running jokes are fun. Yeah, I think it's I don't know, is it so much the target audience or did they want the show to reflect the character, the youth of the character? And because I think their goal is to capture all audiences, but that youthful application of visuals may have given that impression. I get that. Hey, Ro. Ms. Marvel is actually brilliant. It's a very feel-good show. Again, it's very young. It's a young show, so as long as you go into it knowing that, there are going to be some antics. Not semantics, but some antics. So yeah, it's just go into it knowing that. And I don't know, I thought it was just wonderful and beautifully told. And I had read, knowing that it was coming out, I bought all the graphic novels of the original run and binged them all. And it's a great comic book, and it's a great show. Okay, thoughts on clickbait. It's only really clickbait if the thumbnail presents something different than the content, otherwise it's just good advertising. Thank you. Thank you for that perspective. I like that. I'm going to grasp onto that and hold it close as I move forward with my headline writing. Yeah, really looking forward to seeing that. If you're watching this, Paul, why are you watching this? You've got a basement to finish. Oh yeah, okay. Yeah, I'm not a gummy bear guy. I recognize that they are delicious, but there's something about them that just turns me off. Maybe it's a texture thing. Oh, that's fun. All right. I keep forgetting about toying around. It's for panning, you know? I mean, it's a trick. It's a trick. Using slow-mo to help alleviate the uncomfortable emotions that happen when you're hand-holding something. So you just crank it up to 120 and you press play, press record, and then you just zip, just like that, really fast across the screen. And instead of having it be all shaky as you're moving around, it becomes a much more fluid motion. It's a camera trick. Learned it from Peter McKinnon. So, oh, is Aaron S here? There he is. Yeah. What's up, Aaron? Wow, we got quite a few people here. My dream display is a house full of collectibles. Well, only the kitchen is untainted. And that's arguable because there is a Millennium Falcon shaped cutting board. But what time is it? It's 10 o'clock, man. It's about time to get posing. Time flies when you're on the run. Oh yeah, there are 2 episodes now. Yeah, dude. I saw that show before I started experiencing sleep paralysis, which was a good thing because it helped me identify what was happening to me pretty early on, which didn't make it any less creepy. But it did help me to, like, oh wait, I know what this is. After like a full minute of panic or something like that, just thinking I was dying. think only Black Widow and Street Riders had different voice actors in season 1. Okay. You gotta bring that up. Come on, man. Yeah, I'm trying to retcon that in my head, and I can't. Oh, that's fun. I used to be really good at it, but even my voice is getting tired now. It's the damage from the aforementioned issues with the coffee that I was drinking. It's getting better. I noticed this morning for the first time I woke up and sounded like myself, but now I'm an hour into a live stream and my voice is already tired, which is not something I'm used to. Chevelle is here. What's up, Chevelle? Been watching the replays because it's been crazy at the... Yeah. That's an occupational hazard, my friend. Am I right? Yeah, exactly. Thanks. Yeah. Wine. Cheese and crackers. Cookies. Biscuits, if you're in England. I really kind of want to start calling them biscuits. But biscuits are a completely different thing here. Oh, that's fun. That's fun. Yeah, I wonder what that could be. Just a card that's not attached to a present? Hello, Mr. Big Dog Pound. The notorious BDG has joined us, ladies and gentlemen. BDP. BDG. Well, I don't know who that is. I'm getting to the end. I can sense I'm getting to the end. Yeah, for those of you who have not experienced sleep paralysis, congratulations. What? Oh, wait, in the live action version? That I can believe. That I can totally believe. Well, appropriately enough, this is some very dark nighty music. So I'm going to use this as a perfect opportunity to segue into today's posing session. If you all don't mind. And if you do mind, I have a DL44, I'm not afraid to use it. Dirty napkin. I'm going to add to my list of things to do, clear off desk. I mean, these guys are even still here. Hi, Harold. I feel like I look puffy today. Do I look puffy today? I feel like I look puffy today. There might have been some wine last night. There was some wine last night. There was a lot of wine last night. A lot of wine in Doctor Who. Okay. I'm gonna move myself over. Bring up the sticker-adorned box. Let's hide that. Get out of here. That's really James Earl Jones? How did I not know that? How did I not know that? All right, let's go wide. I think 28 should be enough, right? Yeah, for me, I don't believe in ghosts, so that's not a problem. But yeah, it was something. Oh my God, I'm sinking. All right, let's go. Oh, you know what? I probably should have added this later, because we still got to unbox this damn thing. Now, as in true DX fashion, you get this glorious slipcase that slides out and gives you an insert. It's nothing. Thought it was something, I was wrong. And gives you, wow. Looks like you get a batarang. What is this? I have no idea what this is supposed to be. If anybody recognizes what this should be, let me know, because I can't. Is it a keychain? Because there's like a key ring here. It's a very. It wouldn't be a very effective keychain though. There's some kind of a ring here that is clearly meant to go with it, and I'm not sure what it's meant to be used for. So if anybody has any knowledge of that, please feel free to put it in the chats, because I have no idea. And now I'm trying to put it back in, and it doesn't want to go all the way back in. Oh, there we go. There are tabs. I'm trying to get this ring out. Yeah, it's definitely a key ring. I'm puzzled. I'm puzzled. I don't know. It says Batman, Defender of Gotham City. Okay. Curious. Curious. Well, I have no idea why people are hating on this figure, because I don't hate it. It's, just first impressions are that it's really, really cool. One thing that I like about the DX line is that you're finding that it's, I'm gonna bring myself up here a little bit so I don't have to crouch. One thing about the DX line that I enjoy is the lack of plastic on the figures. Instead, you get a few foam bits that easily fall out when you start manipulating the appendages. Wow. This feels way different than the I had the previous version. And it feels way different than that. Oh. It looks, you know, when it's not until you actually hold the Batman figure without the cape that you realize just how much the cape adds to the overall look, how essential it is to the look of the Batman. Oh, and he's not going to stand on his own. That's a pity. Yeah, those ankle joints are not letting him stand on his own. That might be an opportunity to utilize the heat shrink tubing method that I showcased on one of my videos a long time ago. Always a danger. Always a danger, and you should only ever come here with knowledge of that in mind. Just acknowledge that I may actually successfully, not that that's a goal. That's a fine portrait. I can see Bale in there. Am I right? He's there. And I know some people are really looking forward to, oh! I got a text from Bad Wolf telling me where he's going tonight. Wow, okay, there's really not a lot of accessories with this, unless they're hiding somewhere, and they don't appear to be. Oh, wait. Ha! I was like, that doesn't... I hadn't taken the insert, the paper insert out of it, but yeah, there's everything. Alternate portraits, grappling gun, oh, the EMP gun, whatever it's called, and the sticky bomb gun, which is a puzzle in and of itself. I last had to contend with that thing in the quarter scale version when I did the first look for it. Okay, and we also have 3 batarangs, three bombs, grenades, and a separate neck piece for applying the unmasked portrait. I think I'm going to use the MP gun, which actually has batteries for it because it lights up. And depending on how much time we have, I've got the bat pod downstairs. I could pose it up on the bat pod, since there aren't that many accessories to go through. Let's see, this guy will go on his back. So, I'm going to need pistol hand, pistol grip hand, whatever you want to call it, gun grip hand, trigger finger hand. There's 2. Oh no, that's a batarang hand. Okay. Just gonna check this to make sure this is what goes with the gun. Oh, that's right. It's a real pain in the butt. Yeah, it's like getting the hand onto the gun is quite a challenge. Because of the, there we go. It ain't easy, but it can be done. Just like my ex. Going straight to hell for that one. I didn't say which ex. There we go. It's my get out of jail free card. Go. That is a very challenging thing to put on that hand. I'm glad that I did it first. I don't know, maybe I'm crazy. Maybe this does need to have. No, that will definitely not go in that hand. It's been so long since I messed with one of these Batman figures that it's like learning everything all over again. What is the best portrait to put on the head? I think the one that it comes with. Yeah, definitely. Okay, we got everything we need. Oh, what's that, row? Currently don't have a Bale Batman. Have the clear armory incoming. Man, you know what? The first time that armory was available for sale, Sideshow did a really deep discount of it. And, like, I want to say it was like 60% off on over Spooktacular years ago. I think I still lived in California at the time. And I knew it was coming, so I had the opportunity to get it. And it went live, and I thought, you know, I'm going to sleep on it, and in the morning, if it's still there, then I'll get it, and it was gone. Rose says bring in the Bat Pod. All right, fine. If you guys are fine with some dead air for like 2 minutes while I go downstairs, then I will bring in the Bat Pod. Burr. Still in the box. Still sealed. I would have been up here sooner, but I had to check it for spiders. Brown recluses are not fun. Haven't had one show up in a trap in well over a year. But the thing about brown recluses is they're reclusive. Just because they don't show up in the trap doesn't mean they're not there. Oh yes, it's a box in a box. I opened it from the bottom. It's kind of lucky actually. Alright, let's toss this aside. Convenient handle. Okay. Now, go. There is some full disclosure. There is some assembly. I need to put this away before I poke my eye out. There is some assembly required with this piece, so I just added to the length of the overall live stream. I've got 45 minutes to get all this stuff out and effect a pose with it. Now, the reason I The reason that this is timely, the reason I chose to do this today is because I've got a tumbler inbound. Should be here on Wednesday, possibly Tuesday. As well as a Hulkbuster 2.0. And another KX Enforcer droid. And a Psylocke premium format figure, the new one. And Cobb Vanth. Oh, here we go. This studio is going to be such a mess when I get done with this. Oh, that's interesting. They didn't tape it shut. Did not expect that. This is fun. You know what? This is fun because they used the old foam from the original release of the Batpod. This little carving right here that you see next to my face, that was what held this little plastic piece that you would attach underneath the cape to give it the effect that it's blowing in the wind. But apparently that's not something that this new version comes with. Okay. Oh, that's right. It's DX. Have to get that cape out of there. It's DX, so the eyeballs are going to be posable, not on the Wayne portrait, but on the Batman portrait, which will be a lot of fun considering what I have in mind for this. Okay, you have to be very delicate with how you remove this, and I'm just now realizing that this probably isn't going to fit. This may be too big. We might have to abort because this may be too big for no, we're good. There we go. Now, nobody panic. I know you're thinking, don't let it roll off, Terry. And you're right to think that. But Hot Toys foresaw this potential catastrophe. So, they've installed these little, see that red thing? There's one in the back too. Keeps the wheels from rolling. If for whatever reason you want your Batpod's wheels to roll, you can take them right out. And then it will roll off your table. Having had this thing before, I've learned that lesson. I won't be taking mine off. I'm just gonna leave it on there. Tape. That's the real reason that Paul's not doing any shows right now, is he is the stress of tape. I'm convinced. There you go. He can't handle it. He can't handle the stress of tape along with the stress of the holidays. It's tough. And we should all sympathize with him on that, ladies and gentlemen, because it can be maddening. For instance, these things right here, you might hear me curse. No promises, though. My Batpod just collided with my microphone. Did it make a sound? Alright. Boom. Yeah, I've always been impressed with the quality of the wheels. Right? Something just moved. I didn't like the way that it moved. Okay, it's meant to. Yeah, it's a steering strut. I'll have to contend with that. Wow, they really went to town on this. Wrapping it up. There's pretty much no way to remove this without cutting it. Which, you know, alright. I get it. Okay. Just checking out the keyhole right now to try to find the spot that fits flush. And I think this is it. There we go. Oh, there's more plastic. Spin it, spin it, spin it. Always reminds me of a Chris Rock sketch, which I will not utter here. Ooh, 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 ooh. Damn, dudes. Damn near cut through the wires. So use caution. Yeah, that's definitely marred. But not terribly visible, so. See, these things are taped. The wires are taped to the strut, to the steering strut, and I don't know that I'm going to be able to get them on there properly. There we go. How does it feel to be wrong, Terry? Well, same as it always feels. All right. Foot plates are looking good. Wires there. God. Yeah, look at those details. Just kind of get the angle there so that you can see it best. But no detail was left out, man. This is a really... I've forgotten how cool this thing is. Now, I think the reason this is on here is because this piece actually comes off, so they're trying to maintain some integrity here. Integrity is in short supply these days, so I applaud them for that. And you know what? I'm just going to not even mess with that tape. Making sure that I'm not cutting any wires, and just pull it off. So let's see how my memory is here. Yeah, that's loose. That pops right off. And then you can see the inner workings of it. So that's kind of cool. And back on it goes. Okay, so for this pose, such as it is, I'm not going to have him riding the bike. Instead, I'm just going to have him sitting on it. I think. Yeah, because it's got a unique design here. Like the knees go here, so it's very difficult to have him on the bike. Oh, I forgot that it lights up too. It would be really nice to put some batteries in this thing. Too bad this predates the maybe there are batteries in it already. I'm trying to remember where they go. If only it came with instructions. Let's do that. Wait, does it come with instructions? There we go. Wow, it's a placard. I'll tell you what, we will let fate decide. If there's a screwdriver here, then I will do it. But I'm not going to leave the scene a third time in the live stream to go hunt for a tool that may or may not exist. Okay. So my thoughts, let's see, can I spend... Fuck! Sorry, but that hurt. Alright, I am going to have to leave the screen because this requires me to, or will I? Spatter is pigs. Take that. By the way, how does everybody feel about, remember JP from last week, who was on the live stream? After we shut down the stream, we kept talking to each other for like another hour and a half. And one of the things that he suggested is that I should take these live streams and parse them into separate, more short form videos. Like for his live stream, I could break it down into 3 or 4 different ones where we're talking about talking for a brief time about a particular subject. And for this, I could edit out all this nonsense in between actual actions during the posing segment. So let me know what you think about that. Because I'm considering it. I think that would be some pretty valuable content. No need to wade through all this crap. All right, I'm gonna need another hand. Keith, come over. Just kidding. Just kidding. Stay where you are, Keith. It's dangerous over here. What's this? Oh, it's just a stand. I don't know what I did with the hands, y'all. I'm going to take this head off because it's magnetized and sometimes they like to fall. Where are the hands? Oh, they're there. There we go. Yes, success. The these little pointy guys, whatever you want to call them, on Batman's van braces, are very, very sharp. The pointy things. All right, so. Really got to work this. How uncooperative can you get, Batman? Hold my beer, says Batman. There we go. And I'm thinking, yeah. Rotate. Okay, let's see if I can pull this off. And again, this is a regular disclaimer on this show, but because of the live nature of it, sometimes I don't get to complete a pose within the allotted time. But at the very least, I try to complete a rough. So basically, what would amount to a first draft of a pose, and then over time, I'll forgot about these. Over time, I'll finesse it and wind up doing something more with it. And then I'll post a turnaround video of it, if I can get this thing to fit on my turntable, which might be something that is more challenging than I would like it to be. Okay, let's see if I remember how to do this. The first one of these figures that I had. Wow, I'm gonna have to lower this. Okay. I might have to look at the instructions. Because I always do this wrong. Every time. Yeah, why don't I just set myself up for success and do that. Because I feel like after having done it with like 3 different versions of this figure that I'd be able to do it properly, but that's just not the case. Yeah, see, I totally would have done that backwards. Yep. Every damn time. Every damn time. Okay. Okay. You'd be tempted to think that this plastic bit right here would be the part that goes into the little receptacles, the keyholes, but you'd be very, very wrong. It's the fabric covered portion right here that has to go in, which gives it, ultimately gives it the impression that it's a, that it's flowing, the cape is flowing out of the shoulders. It's beautiful when it's done properly. But the first one of these figures that I had, I did it all wrong. And I never understood why it looked so shitty. There. Yeah. Oh, God. Everything looks so much better with the cape. Okay, I don't like how he's... I want him crunching a little bit. And there goes the hand. Okay. Bollocks. Up, over, and in. And maybe push it down a bit if it'll go. Yeah, just kind of want it casual. If I can. Ah, the hand! That's a Darth Maul hand. There we go. And this, ladies and gentlemen, is why I think people hate this figure. Because the hands keep popping off. Four. Okay. Oh my God. Remember that, we're going to call this one the one where it takes Terry 20 minutes to get a damn hand onto a figure because he keeps losing him in the rubble. I've got so many hands down here. Look, I got Darth Maul. I've got, this is very clearly a Dark Trooper. But no Batman hand, unfortunately. Okay. And we're going to do it another way. I'm not going to cheat this. I'm going to actually have his feet on the foot plate. Come on. Get your knee on there. Oh, you know what I forgot? Is the Lazy Susan. I'll have to go back and get that. Okay. Do a torso twist if it can be done. There's so many. Whose idea was it that I get this bat pot out? Was that you, Ro? Okay, yeah. No more taking advice from Ro. Oh, wow. Just saw a check for a bill that I forgot to mail. Let's clear this off. Boom. Eh. So what I was counting on this thing doing is leaning a little bit so that he would be supporting it, sort of, with oh, hey look, I found the hand. It's right here. Just fell down between the fuselage and the foot plate, or the knee plate. Now we'll never find it again. And it's not cooperating with me at all. So what I'm thinking needs to happen is I'm just going to have him straddling it. Just standing there straddling it. If only because I just don't have the time in this live stream to do everything. Now, I like, whether it's a happy accident or not, I really like the way that he's leaning in to the camera there. And when I go through the finessing process of this, I'm definitely going to change the direction of the eyeballs. But that is something that requires, for those of you who've not tried it before, that's something that definitely requires a good deal of focus and solid light, which I just don't have here in this scenario. But for the most part, now that I've done that, I think it's done. I mean, you could make the argument that okay, well, it's not really done because Batman doesn't have his grappling gun. And you could just drop it back here. There we go. Just hangs out there in the back, which you can't see from the camera angle, but trust me, it's there. And I'm trying to figure the best way to let this cape fall, and I think that's basically it. Over the shoulders a little bit, because you don't want him wrapped in it. You want it to fall down the back, and you want the line of the cape to follow the arm. That's classic comic book styling right there for you. Totally spit on the cape. I spit on your cape, Batman. Just finesse that a little bit. That's it. Draw it down. Lean them forward just a touch. And arch that back. I'm bending him at the waist, but I'm arching the back to compensate. And that should work. You know what this needs? Foam core. And the Lazy Susan / turntable is definitely far too, The Lazy Susan / turntable is definitely far too, stop shaking. There you go. Far too small to put this thing on, so it would not be effective. God. You are so fired. So yeah, let's go ahead and close that out so you can see it, but that's basically it. I'm going to try to rotate it around here a little bit so you can get a better look at, rather than just a profile of it. But that is a way that you could display your Batman on BatPod, and I'm sure there are plenty of people out there who have gone with that exact look. In fact, I may have done it before in an episode of How to Be a Poser. I don't remember. It's all starting to blend together. And again, I'm going to finesse this, more or less, throughout the process. Let's see what people are saying. I'm going to work my way backwards this time. John, what are you doing in San Diego? Are you always in San Diego? I don't think you are you? Maybe I'm wrong. What's up, dude? I see what you did there. Very well done. Very well done. Congratulations. I'm going to drop this down a little bit so that I won't be totally off the camera. Oh boy, it just doesn't stop. Yeah, don't be. I mean, like I said, they're fragile. They're definitely fragile, but they're also Not as fragile as you might think. Now these attach somehow. Son of a gun. Got to kind of force it a little bit, not too much. Whoa. Okay, instructions again. I thought I remembered where these little tiny things go. Yeah, okay. Yeah, I did. I'm just not... Oh! Well, that's not very nice. Yeah, the holes that these things have to plug into are kind of hidden. Excuse me. Yeah, I'll do that later. It's kind of inconsequential anyway. Anyway, let's just check out some chats here before we sign off, and then I'll call it a day and get busy taking Davi to the park. Actually, I guess I need to go all the way up to the top here. That would be fun. That would be fun. I still love that. There was a cut that somebody did of the scene in The Mandalorian where all the Mandalorians are attacking Moff Gideon's base when they're diving out of the gunships, and instead of the original score, they actually put in the soundtrack from the attack of the Hawkmen from the Flash Gordon soundtrack and by Queen, and it's amazing. It's amazing. If you can find that online, definitely watch it. Oh, 2 AAA. Okay. As it happens, I just bought AAA batteries. They're out in my car. Not that I'm aware of, man. I mean, that's this might be an older version or something that I have here, but yeah, there's no USB plug for this one. It doesn't mention it in the instructions either, so I think that's probably... Oh, it's not all the way in. Here we go. Yeah, get in there, you. I really, really thought I broke something. Instead, the grapple gun fell out and landed directly on my foot. Oh, that's right. There's a mount for the EMP gun on the back of the bike, so you can have it stored there as well. That's really cool. Now, my idea is that when the Catwoman figure shows up, I'm going to put her on the bike and have Batman with the tumbler. I don't know where I'm going to have these things, mind you. I just know that this is something that I would like to do. I mean, I think once I get this new shelf up, I think I'll have room for this Batpod, but I have no idea where I'm going to put the tumbler. So it's entirely possible that I may be giving away another tumbler, which would make this the 3rd tumbler that I've given away. So, yeah, I'm thinking about it. I think you did, right? It was basically just, I think at the end there, it was basically just you and maybe Laura and Mike. Is that right? Very cool. I'll let him know that. Oh, I will definitely keep both if I decide to move forward with doing like segments, smaller short form videos of the live streams. Yeah, the idea would be that this will continue to exist on the channel as something that you could watch in the background or whatever your taste is for when you're watching these ridiculously long things. Yeah, I just I would do both. Yeah, they would exist both ways. I want to say that I've seen other people do something similar. Actually, I think Neil deGrasse Tyson does it with Star Talk. So yeah, seems like we have a lot of strong votes for. Yeah, see, yeah. I wondered if Luis would make it today. What's up, Luis? Is it really? Congratulations. Because it's a really cool vehicle. Yeah, I'm glad to have it back. I will say that it is now no longer my preferred bat cycle. That honor belongs to the Robert Pattinson version, which was out of this world cool. Out of this world cool. I mean, it really, really hits me right here. It's just so awesome with all the different custom elements from. I think I don't want to beat it to death, but yeah, the Italian, the Ducati front end, the BMW motors that they smashed together to form an 8-cylinder, and just the cafe racer elements on the top and the Hayabusa style swing arm. Yeah, it's a gorgeous, gorgeous bike, and I'm going to be really sad that I didn't get it. And I think that a lot of people are going to be really sad that they didn't get it. I know that it was waitlisted at Sideshow pretty early on. I don't know if that means they didn't order that many of them, or if the demand was just that high. But like I said with that video, with that first look video of the Batman figure, into the 5 digits already. That's almost unheard of. Ah, yeah, Michael does do that. No, I was going to share something, but I'm not going to. But yeah, that's a good show, man. He does some good interviews. I was watching an interview he was doing with with what's his name, Tom Wellington, Tom Welling, the guy who plays Clark in Smallville. And that was a good interview. Saturday morning mini bites, huh? Donut holes? Nah. Okay, guys. I think I'm going to go ahead and call it quits with this. Oh, I can do so much better than that, and I will. I promise. It's a good start. Oh, it just looks basic. I'm kind of embarrassed by it. Bad. The belt is all askew. Yeah, definitely needs a lot of finessing. But I'll get to it, and then there will be a 360 video that's available for channel members to watch if you want. And yeah, that's gonna be it. I'm gonna call it a day. Dobby needs to go to the park, and I need to get some. I would say I need to get some sun, but it doesn't look like there's a lot of sun out there. I could be wrong. But you guys have a great weekend. Have a Merry Christmas, and if I don't see you here on the chats next week, have a Happy New Year. I still don't have any plans either for New Year's Eve or Christmas Eve. So, you guys crack me up. You guys really crack me up. And until next time, be good to your plastic. Bye-bye.